All right, we live, man. Shoot News and Reviews. We back.
We back, man. I'm on the phone. Computer
We
messed
back.
up, but I'm still here, giving it up for the people, man.
Gotta give we gotta give our insight, man. We appreciate y'all in the chat, man, letting it, been giving us information, giving us feedback on what y'all think about our expert opinions. and
Yeah. Thanks for letting your feelings be known.
for real.
So that's why we had to follow up about math. Everybody wants to know what's going on with the beef between Charleston and math, and there's a lot to kind of parse through. So we've been able to watch the videos and distill it down in a short little quick version. I'm gonna go out and give a hot take right out the gate. I think
No.
that Charleston White is catching his first L. I watched him go back and forth with people, and this is the first time where, to me, it just feels like he's reaching a lot, and he don't really have a lot behind his claims. Even these right now, he's trying to put the rate thing on math. These allegations are years old, so I feel like if there was anything to him, it would have been a thing already. With all this paper, we're in a paperwork era right now. We haven't seen a police report. We haven't seen this girl since those allegations. We need to see her front and center, standing in front of these allegations. We ain't seen a lawsuit. We didn't see anything tangible. We just have allegations that, some people are saying are not credible.
She's saying that, well, we'll get to that, but Charleston White has what she said exactly. So we'll get into that. And,
Yeah, he doesn't have her actually talking. He has what she had actually said years ago.
right.
Even the way he titles his video, like he's talking to the actual girl. I watched it. Now, granted, I didn't get all the way to the end, but I could only stand to watch like 3/4 of it. The girl had not been on the line. He's just saying that he talked to her. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't see that part.
Right.
But one thing I know he didn't have is no police report. But what's funny about it is both of these guys think that God is on their side. Charleston White and Matt. Matt seems to think that all of his enemies are getting crushed because he's a good Christian or something like that. Or maybe he's just throwing that in his delivery, but I thought that was interesting because Charleston White is saying that he's doing God's work too. But the big takeaway for me is that Matt is saying that the chick is a fraud. The video is damn near 3 years old. The girl got Cash App donations and then got missing after the whole thing went down. And that's what I deal with. I deal with empirical facts, not who talking the slickest, who got the best video. And if this was something that happened, if this girl was hurt, she really should have went to the police. There should be some kind of something tangible. So if you want to go to a clip, I don't mean to cut you off. I hope I didn't do that, Bob. I think a really good clip to show is at 9 minutes. That's where Math goes into talking about the girl being a fraud. I'll spare you all of the religious talk.
Video that's damn near 3 years old of a chick that already been exposed as a fraud. I'm not gonna slander her because I hope she gets the help that she deserved. I hope she gets everything that she deserved. You dig what I'm saying? I hope whatever money she made off the Cash App that she advertised at the end of that bullshit video helped her to get to a better place in life, because we haven't seen her since. But Charleston White, thirsty, realized I made pedophile threats on a 6 and 7-year-old girls. I need to cover this. I need to mask it. So what does he do? He attacked the whole of New York. Fucked up his money. DJ Academics booked him for a show out here. That shit ain't going down. Like let's be honest. That shit ain't going down.
You could cut it about right there.
It's not going down. Fucked up his bread. But he's so desperate. Okay. He's trying to.
He's saying that he's, a show's not going down that was booked in New York. The girl's a fraud. So far, he's refuting the things, and a lot of people want to ask, or a lot of people were curious: is Math Hoffa going to get the police involved? Is he going to fight fire with fire, like Charleston White says he's doing? If you go to the 13-minute mark, Bob, he's going to start talking about the law. So a lot of people are alluding to whether or not he's going to get the police involved. I don't know. I don't see that happening.
The law. You didn't look at that video and see, yo, this shit is like 3 years old. You didn't look at that? Did you look up whether I was charged or even arrested or even contacted? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't. Because you were so thirsty. You were so thirsty. Salute. I don't know if this is a real LeBron James. I don't know if it's a real LeBron James, but salute if it is. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
We can slow it down there.
I really don't know.
He gets real long-winded in this video. I'm trying to give the highlights. One of the last things, a lot of people in the comments were saying that he shouldn't have responded. Maybe he should have spoken the language of silence. Math gets a chance to address that at 16 minutes and 25 seconds. He gives his response to why he talks. And then there's one more clip that I think is notable. And you could put your sauce on it, Bob.
And I knew you was going to help me. I knew you was going to help me. People was like, yo, don't respond to him. I was like, nah, I'm going to keep responding. I'm going to keep responding because I know this type of sick individual is going to keep digging a fucking hole for himself. He's going to keep thinking that he has to keep going over the top, over the top, over the top, and he's going to get desperate. He's going to get desperate. Charleston White, do you know anything about the law?
There it goes.
Do you know anything about the law? Anything at all? You talk like it. You ain't know what you was getting into, huh?
Pause that for a second.
You didn't know what you was getting.
A lot of people are going to feel like he's alluding to defamation of character. We just saw Tasha K get hit for millions of dollars for playing with Cardi B name.
Right.
You can't just be online recklessly endangering the truth. And it's one thing to make a mistake. But when you're talking about defamation cases, what they're going to try to prove in court is that somebody had malicious intent. They were recklessly endangering the truth. And it's going to be easy to prove that in court. I'm not going to say easy to prove that in court, but I think it's easy to see that Charleston White is not acting in good faith when he's presenting this information. I think any judge, a judge is going to be able to look at that and be like, well, this guy's definitely trying to defame his character. This is definitely a hit piece. It's not somebody trying to do balanced journalism or commentary. Yeah. This is definitely meant to hurt somebody's reputation. So if they can prove that you was malicious, you might have to pay some bread.
Yeah. Yeah. I would love to see.
I can see Matt going to the I can't see Matt going to the police like to try to get him locked up, but like on some sewer shit, it might happen. The last clip that is basically everything you need to know that could probably save you an hour longer watching the video is probably at 20 minutes and 38 seconds. Oh, y'all gotta watch the last video we did on this. Matt chimed in. He actually made a comment. We ain't never sneak on that.
He actually chimed in on it.
Gotta salute Matt for that. Thank you for letting your feelings be known. What you were saying, Paul?
He wasn't actually approving our video of it, But
I don't think he liked your opinion.
Yeah, I don't think he liked my opinion about it. But I had to, speak my truth, man. So we gonna get into this 20 minutes, Mav.
Yeah, 20 minutes and 38 seconds.
I hope he sues Charleston and win the case, man, to be real.
Yeah, play that one last one and we'll get out of it.
Nah, nigga. Nah. My pops wasn't in my life like that. He wasn't. But I'm in my kids' lives. And I'll be damned if I let one of you lame niggas walk around, think you could just say anything about my kids. No, nigga. You picked the right one, nigga. You picked the right one. Charleston White, do you know anything about the law? You sick fuck. Do you know anything about the law? For those of you that don't know, Charleston White dug up an old accusation of a chick that has since disappeared. I was never charged, never arrested, never contacted by any type of authorities. It was a play for cash. She advertised a Cash App after people donated, and she disappeared. She disappeared. They figured out that, oh, the pictures that she was using was from a car accident that she got into a year ago and all types of shit. When she said she was getting a rape kit in the hospital, it was from a car accident. They figured out she was a fraud. But look at this fraud. Look at this bozo who was so thirsty to get a hit
that's
back.
It, Bob. He gonna go off on another tangent. But yeah, I think he defended himself pretty well until I hear that there's a police report out there, a rape kit was performed, or somebody that could corroborate that story. I kind of think that shit is not really credible information, and Charleston's thirsty. He talked about the man's daughter, and now he's trying to backpedal. If you go to that next video where Charleston White is responding after that, Bob, we can get into that. Because I got a lot to say about that. He's actually saying that the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, moved him to say these mean things about Matt's daughter before he even knew about the sexual allegations, because maybe God is using Charleston White for karma. He also tried to put some weird Illuminati conspiracy theory on Matt Hoffa, talking about the rape that he's accusing him of was a sacrificial rape. And that's how he got popping. You know, his career took off after that. And the reason why Charleston isn't on platforms like the Breakfast Club is because I guess he's too righteous. He's not with the secret society. So he's really trying to appeal to the conspiracy community.
One thing I could say about what Charleston White is doing is he's making great back and forth content. It's like, for views and, all of that part is great. But for Math Hopper's reputation, it's not good. So, you know what I mean? So
I don't like the way that he represents the community, though. Like we're losing too. When we cheer on Charleston White, when he has followers, it just makes the community look bad. We should have got him out of here. I told you I didn't like the anti-Semitic stuff. He's talking about raping women in the past. Now he's talking inappropriate about a little girl, which he's arguing that it's not as if he said it to the little girl directly. He's saying mean things to Matt. That's what's the difference. He's saying he didn't actually do anything, but we don't know if Matt actually did anything. It's still inappropriate though. If he really feels like he's making a difference, right? He's going to town hall meetings. He's mitigating people's sentences, helping people who are getting done wrong by the system. If we need you that much in the community doing that, why would you risk all of that by saying inappropriate things about little girls, an innocent little girl? You saying that you hope that she gets raped or all of this kind of stuff? That's not good. I can't support that.
It's not good.
That's not going to be good in my book.
Yeah, it's not good. But like you say, man, when people beef, we see this in our community. I mean, he's not the first and he's not the last person that go at it with people. I just was watching a video with the guy Tony the Closer and Tasha K. This is what happens in our community where we feel like we have to go at it with each other.
Did anybody? Okay, when Tasha, I just want to stop you there. Did Tasha K and that other guy? Did anybody bring up doing something to kids?
No, but it was around those lines of, it wasn't had to do that with kids, but it was around.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I know people get into it, but we're talking about a guy who keeps on talking about raping women. He keeps on talking about going to war with other races. I don't want I'm not trying to cut you off, but I don't want to conflate the two. Like, I know that people get into it online, people respond to negativity. I'm not mad at that. People going back and forth. I'm saying that he could still do all of that clown shit without going too far, without the racism, without the talking about hurting little kids. That's just, that's not normal.
Right, but in our society, it is. People, I mean, we've seen, like we talked about with Tupac, with Big, we've seen people go so far. Like, it's people out here that when they get into situations, they're not going to be as diplomatic as others. And that's a fact.
And we should always speak out against it. We should say that it's not good. I'm not saying, I hope you're not trying to say that because other people are doing it and we see in the society that it's okay. I hope you're not trying to say that.
No, don't put that on me. I'm saying that we're putting too much in what, like, we have to at some point, you know, we're feeding into it. Like you're saying, you know, we're feeding into it. So
I don't think I'm feeding into it. I'm speaking against it.
No. I'm not saying what I'm saying that even Math Hoffa, you know, he spoke about it, but it's a big topic, man. This is going around.
I think it's a difference between feeding into it and speaking against it. If I speak against racism, am I feeding into racism, or do I see something that's wrong and I feel like I want to lend my voice to try to stop what's going on?
No. You're right, but think about this. What if he would have never even said anything about the kids? He would have been diplomatic and he would have just said, "Hey, you know, man, I ain't saying nothing about you." We wouldn't really be talking about this topic right now. You know, it wouldn't be a story. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying,
I don't think that has anything to do with anything, though. I mean, like, what?
I'm saying that the negative energy is going to draw more attention. So he mastered the fact of this, and we keep saying we're gonna cancel him, but it's people that feel like,
who said that?
No, this is what Math Hoffa is saying, that we need to cancel him. We need to, you know, people need to start supporting this man, and you know, and doing the things just because he said about what you said. He said things about anti-Semitism. He said things about raping women. He said
I ain't hear Matt bring up the anti-Semitism. I'm bringing that up, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what it means to cancel someone.
You know, we've heard this in the industry. He's not the, you know, it's people before him that done did this that's still around. You got Kanye still around. You got Math Hoffa talking about.
I don't think those people are really. I don't know. I'm not really. I just respectfully. I'm hearing you out. I just disagree with that. Those people ain't really around like they was before. Kanye got. He got a lot of opportunities taken away from him. I feel like Charleston White needs a little bit of that energy. You know, you saying crazy shit is going to get to the point where people don't feel so good support you anymore. To hear it from Charleston's mouth, play the first 30 seconds of that and see if you think that this is a guy that's good for the community.
No. Hey, listen.
No,
it's a lot of stuff.
We don't got to debate that right now. Let's just play that. You said I ain't trying to get you caught up on it.
Man, Hoffa. God damn it, Hoffa, boy. Hoffa, your daughter's gonna know that you're a rapist. They're not gonna give a fuck that a guy 54,000 miles said something about their little pussies. Man, Hoffa. Hoffa,
I don't want to even take this man, bro. We
spoke to your victim. Uh-oh. God damn it, man, Hoffa.
This is so clickbaity, bro.
Hoffa. God damn it.
It's clickbaity, and people fall for this shit.
Yeah, you know.
God damn it.
Let's
we got a 40 minute. We got an hour. Oh man, Matt Hoffa's been spending a lot of time on Charleston White.
Stop that. Pause it right there. Ain't spending time on each other. I wanted the point I want you to hear. Now, this is going to sound normal to a lot of people, but this is. He called him a rapist. He actually called him a nigger with a hard R a bunch of times too. But I'm not even tripping off of that. I want you to play, please, Bob. Play at the 13-minute and 40-second mark. This is how Charleston White. This is how dumb he thinks people is, or maybe he's this dumb too, and the people, you know, that are dumb too follow him. But this is when I knew he was kind of like off the rails.
You are chasing the light, not the light does not shine within you, Matthew. That's why after you committed such sacrifice against an angelic light, you was opened and brought into the light, meaning the entertainment world and your platform. uniform blew tremendously after you committed the act of sacrificial rape. You sacrificed the soul of a young black girl that was pure, untainted, and once you committed that
Bro, this
sacrificial
is
act,
just
Yeah, you can stop. You can stop it. I ain't
bro.
gonna spend too much more time on this.
Listen, let me
I just
write.
wanted to put it.
Yeah, listen. I'm looking at the chats. This is just to me. It's just pure comedy, bro. It's just pure
Nah,
like shit talking. I
I'm
get
glad
what you're
you on the
saying.
record saying that. I don't take this as comedy though. I don't
I'm
take it
telling
as
you
comedy.
how he's putting it out. I'm hearing how he's talking, his voice. I don't see him sitting here saying this in a tone or in a way where he ain't trying to be entertaining.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Like he's doing this in a way of trying to create content and create attraction to what he's doing. It seems like, look at the chat.
That's obvious though. Like you saying that he's doing this for attention is obvious. I think everybody who watches that knows that. That's not a secret. That's not
how he's saying the nigger word, like you said, the INGR.
Listen,
it just seems like he's trying to be a funny.
This is the point I'm trying to make. It ain't that funny to me. You know, you could say, oh, it's just comedy, blah, 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 but he's talking about real people and he's making he's attacking somebody's character. This is a black man that's raising his kids and he's putting a fake rape charge on him. If that girl lied about math and Charleston is helping this girl lie on math, that ain't good. Nobody out here in this world don't want no.
Listen, math.
That's what he need to do. That's all I got to say. The shit ain't funny to me.
Smith. Right. Chris Rock just went in on Will Smith, and I guarantee you with some people in Jada Pinkett and Will Smith family that'll be like, that ain't funny to me. Because he's talking about Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. But you know what? There were people
listen, that's completely different. You comparing apples and oranges, bro. And we're talking about somebody lying on somebody. But that's all I got to say about that. You know? I ain't making no excuses for that nigga. Fuck that. It ain't no comedy. It ain't no none of that shit. That shit is whack. You need to get that nigga out the paint.
All right, man. So
let's